Walking into a car dealership today means navigating a maze of marketing. Safety has become the ultimate sales pitch, plastered across glossy brochures and repeated by every salesperson on the floor. The most common pitch you will hear is a simple numbers game. The vehicle has 6 standard airbags, therefore your family is secure. It is a comforting thought, and it is dangerously incomplete. An airbag is entirely dependent on the physical environment around it. It is a supplemental restraint system, a rapidly expanding cushion that relies completely on the vehicle's metal structural cage remaining perfectly intact. If the vehicle's skeleton is weak, the immense physical force of a collision causes the floor pan and dashboard to buckle inward. Those 6 airbags deploy into a shrinking, crushed space, unable to stop the intruding metal from reaching the people inside. Protecting a family does not come down to counting balloons. The only thing standing between the occupants and the kinetic energy of a crash is the unyielding steel frame hidden beneath the paint. To cut through the dealership sales pitches, we have to look at the raw data provided by independent testing agencies like Bharat NCAP and Global NCAP. They put these vehicles through standardized, unforgiving crash scenarios. These agencies strip away the marketing claims and measure exact physical impacts on crash test dummies, grading adult Accutane protection on a strict numerical scale, usually out of 32 or 34 points. 2 vehicles might both earn a headline 5-star rating, but one could score a bare minimum 27, while the other hits a near-perfect 32. In a real-world collision, that point spread represents a massive difference in occupant survivability. The foundation of those high scores is what inspectors call a stable body shell. It is the absolute non-negotiable baseline requirement before any other safety feature can do its job. When a stable body shell hits a barrier, kinetic energy is absorbed and smoothly routed around the rigid passenger cell. If the architecture is unstable, the pillars snap, and the energy pierces directly into the passenger zone, compromising the survival space. Taking control of your safety means demanding to see a car's exact numerical score and confirming its structural integrity before signing any paperwork. For years, high-end crash protection was restricted to expensive luxury cars. Today, uncompromised structural integrity is available for under 6 lakh rupees. The Tata Punch sets the baseline for affordable safety. Despite its entry-level price point, it recorded a massive score of 30.58 out of 32 for adult protection, proving that a tight budget does not limit survivability. The Škoda Kodiaq pushes this even further, achieving a 30.88 score. It delivers critical active safety technology right from the base trim. You don't have to buy the expensive top-tier model to get multi-collision braking and traction control. We are also seeing historical weaknesses addressed. The new Maruti Suzuki Dzire secured a 5-star rating in both Bharat and Global NCAP testing, using high-tensile steel to break long-standing assumptions about the brand's structural limitations. By contrast, some very popular, rugged-looking utility vehicles have failed independent testing completely, suffering total structural collapse despite their aggressive exterior styling. A family's budget no longer dictates their crash survivability. Ignore the visual bulk on the showroom floor and trust the verified test data. That visual bulk leads to another dangerous assumption on the highway, the widespread belief that taller, heavier SUVs are naturally safer than smaller cars. Safety on an expressway is governed by the center of gravity. Tall SUVs carry their weight high off the ground, making them highly vulnerable to rolling over during sudden maneuvers. If an obstacle suddenly appears, a heavy SUV attempting an emergency swerve fights against momentum that aggressively pulls it toward a catastrophic tip-over. For sustained highway driving, low-slung sedans like the Volkswagen Virtus and Škoda Slavia offer vastly superior handling. Their low center of gravity naturally resists those rollover forces while maintaining top-tier 5-star crash scores. For those who absolutely require the space of a larger vehicle, the Tata Harrier, Safari, and Mahindra Thar Rocks have achieved near-perfect crash test scores, proving you can secure immense structural rigidity in a larger footprint. Regardless of vehicle shape, electronic stability control is a mandatory feature for keeping a car planted during a swerve. And if you rely on driver assistance systems, Radar-based hardware is the only technology that functions reliably when heavy rain or fog blinds standard cameras. Selecting a highway vehicle means finding the right balance. You need verified crash survivability and the physical capability to maintain control during an emergency swerve. Driving a highly rated vehicle off the lot is only the beginning of the safety equation. How you equip the car afterward dictates how well it performs in an emergency. Most cars under 15 lakh ship with economy tires designed to inflate mileage numbers. Swapping those out for premium rubber on day one is the most effective way to drastically reduce your emergency braking distances and improve wet grip. You must also avoid heavy aftermarket accessories like rigid metal bull bars. They bypass the car's carefully engineered crumple zones and physically block the delicate sensors required to deploy your airbags in a fraction of a second. Genuine safety on Indian roads is built entirely on verified structural integrity, an understanding of handling physics, and smart, uncompromised post-purchase habits. Armed with this data, you don't have to navigate the showroom blind. You can ignore the sales pitches, look straight at the physics, and make a choice that actually protects your family.